we are responding to a large amount of CO alarms in residences. Now that can be anything from improperly burning appliances fed by propane or natural gas. It can also be an ever common occurrence, which is charging of the golf carts inside of a garage, and we have a hydrogen buildup. Hydrogen is the product that's produced from batteries when they charge. Automotive batteries, motorcycle batteries, recreational vehicle batteries all produce a hydrogen gas, and as we know from past history way long ago,
an airship called the Hindenburg was a hydrogen-filled aircraft and it exploded.
The same thing can happen in a garage. There's just some simple safety tips that I want to share with you guys when you're going that may become commonplace, and we may get so focused on mitigating the hazard that we really forget to protect ourselves. So just imagine, if you will, proper PPE. We're going into a known CO alarm call. We got dispatched to a residence that has CO alarms going off. We can hear an audible alarm from outside. Cautiously, we're going to open the door. We have our monitor, our multi-gas meter. We're checking. We enter in through the garage. What we don't want to do, any electric that's already on, do not turn off. Any electric that's off, don't turn on. Our radios, portable radios, are intrinsic, so we're entering into let's consider the garage a hot zone. As we're coming in, our meter may or may not be going off, but one of the things we want to do, if we notice that golf cart and it is charging, or we get levels and it's around a propane or natural gas water heater, we do not want to walk up to the controller, the electric controller for the garage door. That simple action of hitting that button, as we've learned from all the back in the days of our fire academy time, through our constant training, we do not want to create that little arc that's hidden behind this cover. The switches on the walls, the light switches, the garage door openers are not intrinsic. So they are not safe from having an electrical arc and being exposed to elements. And if we look at the light bulb that's on the garage door, that simple turning on, that click that you hear, there's an electrical arc that's happening inside that device. So what we want to do is go to the garage door. All garage doors in the state of Florida follow under the Florida Building Code, and they will have an emergency release. First thing you want to do is make sure any manual locks are unlocked. So all garage doors per the Florida Building Code have to have an emergency release. It's an override. Requires nothing other than manual activation. There's nothing electronic about this. The lift arm on the garage door goes to a track, usually by a belt or a chain or a screw thread. And all this simply does is disengage the electric portion that pulls the door up, and then you can simply manually lift the garage door up. So I'll demonstrate it for you. You just pull it straight down. The lift arm is now disengaged, and simply lift it up, creating no spark, and allow any gases to escape through its natural process of ventilation. At this point, we go from a very, maybe an overrich or level of explosiveness in the garage, and we want to bring that down. We want to reduce that level of gas buildup, hydrogen or CO. We can do that through natural ventilation process, just simply opening up the garage door, or at this point, if the levels were so high throughout the house, once we get good ventilation going, then we could bring in our intrinsic fans and then help to assist in the ventilation. But this is the safest way to open up the garage door. Remember, hitting that switch could be the last thing we do, and we don't want that to happen. There's manual override, and we just need to be smart about it. If the fire department were to respond, what we would want to do is educate the homeowner, tell them to you can go online. Any of the major golf cart manufacturers, E-Z-GO, Club Car, Yamaha, Icon, they all have very customer service friendly websites. If they have an owner's manual, it will tell them never ever charge that golf cart and leave it unattended. Don't plug it in and then run to the grocery store. It's no different than the pot on the stove. You wouldn't want to boil the eggs and then run off to the store. We end up responding. So in order to eliminate the fire department response, we have to educate them. It's all about community education. And if that's the case, we instruct them on what we think was the cause. You can always direct them to call the Community Risk Reduction Division and talk to any one of the fire inspectors there. They're all trained in home prevention and safety, and we can educate them as well.